Hey friends, I'm still at work today at the school and sharing this post with you for multiple of reasons, but most importantly, to take this realm of educating inside the classroom outside into our daily life. I think life can offer us a lot of lessons, and specifically, this is one that we can turn into our own, however that might shape out for each and every one of us in our lives. But after working with my students today and just doing our daily check-in one-on-one question, which was, how are you feeling? Just noticing with everything that's going on, what's the one word, just one word that can describe this moment that you're in? And I want to share some of their responses with you as it fluctuated and varied perhaps throughout the day as they got more information about what was going on with the coronavirus or their families, or perhaps how they were trying to process in their own self. And their one-word responses for where they stood in that moment landed from confused, exhausted, worried, sad, wondering, relieved, overwhelmed, cautious, stressed, tired, happy, hopeful, uncertain, optimistic, challenged, fearful, hurt, left wondering, more questions, and the list goes on. And that was almost 100 students worth of a variety of answers. And most importantly, the one that stood out the most was overwhelm. And in a time where we are overwhelmed, I'm overwhelmed, completely out of my mind as I try to practice this mindfulness and being human. And that's where these tools come in. And so whether you're in a work situation where your work goes on pause, if you're a student and you're watching this and your school life goes on pause, sometimes we don't even know what we're feeling because we haven't taken time to stop and try to, not even trying, but to be aware of what it is, of what we're feeling, of what we're experiencing in terms of our body sensations. Are you having a fast heart rate? Is the jaw tense? Are your eyes piercing? Is there a brow crunching? Is there palpitations? Like, can you feel your own skin pulsating? There's so much that the body will give us feedback and notice, and this is part of mindfulness. It's something that we start to notice just by paying attention to the present moment that we're in, without any judgment, yet with a dynamic, like, glimpse and hope, and not hope, but an aspect of just curiosity, this human curious nature. And I share that with you for this post, for life outside the classroom, taking these nuggets of life lessons that life actually presents to us if we choose to see it as a choice point or not. So I encourage you in this time of uncertainty and more uncertainty to find that pause, and to, especially if you're a parent, or especially if you're a parent, to be able to talk to your kids and speak to your students, because there's a lot going on that they might not be able to know and process and understand. But guess what? It's happening to us too. We don't have the answers, and therefore we're more alike than we're not, for all of us. You, your neighbor, the stranger, the store clerk, whoever it is. So in light of this situation, encouraging each and every one of us to do our part to help to transform the moments that we're in into little lessons that we can actually have a place of moral courage to operate from. Meaning not shoving each other in the Costco line. Perhaps it is sharing that smile or a deep sigh or a moment of pause, just to, see how things roll out. So from here, I'm going to sign on off. but wishing you a moment or two for that processing.